going to give you 10, count them, 10 positions that are all growth-related positions that will get you PAID upon completion of the appropriate drill down. So please continue to take copious notes. Now, each and every one of you should have growth positions in your portfolio, for they will provide you with profits and increase your overall yield inside your portfolio. So it's vitally important that you understand and understand that placement of growth positions in your portfolio is indeed critical. And so now, let us go over 10. You pick and choose the ones that are most applicable to the goals and objectives of your portfolio, and you do the appropriate drill down to get PAID from any one of these 10 positions. Now, all 10 of the positions that I'm about to give you stand out from the rest of the crowd in that they still have gas in their tank to move to the upside to get your PAID. Now, at the beginning of a bull market, you can almost close your eyes and point at a random company to find yourself a winner and get PAID. But as we enter the 9th year of this aging bull market, the best growth stocks are becoming far more difficult to locate. Now, growth stocks still are outperforming their value counterparts in the U.S. and the rest of the world thanks to improving corporate earnings and increasing economic growth across various parts of this globe. Consider this, if you will. At the end of April, growth stocks, using the Russell 1000 Growth Index as our proxy, were up 10.9% to top the S&P 500 by 430 basis points and the Russell 1000 Value Index by 810 basis points. That's not beating the market. That is clobbering the market. But you see, the bull market has become long in the tooth, and stocks have been getting expensive. That has value investors sitting on the sidelines and growth investors scrambling and scratching their heads to figure out where the remaining growth opportunities are indeed hiding. Now, the entire U.S. market is very expensive, and value investors definitely don't like to chase expensive valuations. I would expect to see a rotation until you saw a correction where both stocks types were gapping down to the lower side. Now, if you're looking for opportunities in an increasingly slimming field, I want to point you to these 10 best growth stocks to consider for possible actualization and including into your portfolio at this time. Let's start out with a couple of familiar companies, and then I'll dwell into some lesser ballyhooed companies as well. First company I'm going to give you is Electronic Arts, symbol EA. Electronic Arts, symbol EA. Now, thanks to virtual reality devices, once again, thanks to virtual reality devices, the video game industry is on fire. But it has already been on fire for some time. This is not a niche business when we're talking about video games and virtual reality. It is a mass entertainment business, and it's growing, not shrinking. Despite what older people might think, it is indeed growing. Now, leading that charge is Electronic Arts, symbol EA. Now, Electronic Arts is up more than 20% year to date, and it grew its revenues and net income for the trailing 12 months by 8.3% and 99.4% respectively. Now, Electronic Arts trades under the symbol EA, and EA expects to generate fiscal 2017 operating cash flows of $1.4 billion, its highest level in the past decade. Now, for the first time ever, okay, according to Chief Financial Officer Blake Jurgensen, Electronic Arts generated over $1 billion in operating cash flow in a quarter. Now, you can go ahead and look at Electronic Arts and its stock, symbol EA, to be at about 23 times earnings, which is less than both Electronic Arts' 5-year average and the industry average. Electronic Arts, symbol EA, growth position to get your PAID. Next position I want to give you is Alibaba, symbol BABA. Now, it seems like the Alibaba group symbol BABA, can do no wrong at this time. The Chinese e-commerce giant recently sold the remaining shares of its 20.7% stake in Momo Inc., a Chinese social networking platform in which Alibaba invested $25 million in 2012, and it estimates that when Alibaba, there's estimates out here that when Alibaba recently sold off, it sold off that $25 million investment in Momo for $1 billion. Okay? Now, they are led by a very, very, very intelligent, and some people say a genius. We're talking about at Alibaba. That person's name is Jack Ma. Okay? And he is equivalent to Jeff Bezos over at Amazon. Now, Ma's energy and drive to make Alibaba a global force to be reckoned with is as clear as night and day. Alibaba is one of the best large cap growth stocks in the world right now. And so far in 2017, Alibaba shares are up 32%, and they're gaining 47% moving forward over the past 52 weeks. Now, Alibaba trades at a forward price to earnings ratio of 27, so it's not cheap by any means. But like Amazon, you'll pinch yourself for 5 years if you take a pass on Alibaba, symbol BABA. The next position I want to give you is Shopify, symbol SHOP. Now, at the end of the day, Shopify has become so ingrained in the minds of medium-sized businesses, okay, small to medium-sized businesses, that it's the go-to platform for anyone looking to set up an e-commerce site. Shopify doesn't make money, but that's okay to some people because it's too busy scaling the business to to worry about profitability right now. It's scaling up to be bought out. Now, normally that's a deal breaker for yours truly. But when you're growing revenue at 75% a quarter while capturing market share, it's okay to toss aside a few investing rules as you set yourself up to be bought out. Okay? Now, as the company continues to focus on removing the complexity of the online experience and lowering the barriers to commerce and making merchants successful, the company believes that it will continue to enjoy outstanding success. Shopify, symbol SHOP. Next position I want to give you is National Beverage, symbol FIZZ. National Beverage, symbol FIZZ. Now you just gotta love natural beverage corporations, okay? And that stock symbol FIZZ. Now if you didn't know the company's name and only its stock symbol, you still know that it sells beverages, okay? FIZZ, that's FIZZ, has become a cult stock with retail investors thanks to LaCroix, its flavored water product. The company has grown revenues by 60% on a monthly basis, and in the process has taken market share from the big boys. And all that growth is translating into mucho profits. In the third quarter, ended January 28, 2017, National Beverage delivered a 15% year-over-year increase in revenue, but it was a 71% increase in net income that got investors frothing at the mouth. Operating margins over the past 3 years, rose by 670 basis points to 18.2%, largely on the performance of LaCroix. LaCroix is the fastest growing natural sparkling water brand, and as a result, National Beverage is kicking butt and taking no prisoners whatsoever. National Beverage, symbol FIZZ. Now this next company, very few people know about, but boy are they getting PAID. I'm talking about New Oriental Education and Technology. Once again, New Oriental Education and Technology trades under the symbol EDU. Now these days, an education is your best weapon to stay relevant in an ever-changing work world. And nowhere on the planet is that truer than in China, where the massive population makes it difficult for any one person to stand out. Now, New Oriental Education and Tech Group, symbol EDU, is one of 7 Chinese stocks that is poised to do well. Now that the country itself's growth engine appears to have reignited. Now, as a Chinese leader in private educational services, EDU, is growing rapidly. Estimates suggest that its growth could be speeding up, not slowing down as often happens with growth stocks. Now, New Oriental's earnings per share are projected to grow 24.8% annually over the next 5 years, 750 basis points greater than the past 5 years. Now, global educational stocks are hot commodities at the moment, and we need to monitor this particular position very closely. For if New Oriental were to get an offer for a buyout, you'd be looking at $146 per share based on its fiscal 2017 EPS estimate of $2.22 a share. That's more than double its current price and easily putting EDU amongst the best growth stocks to actualize and consider for possible inclusion into your portfolio at this time. Next position I want to give you is Grupo Financiero Galicia, spelled G-A-L-I-C-I-A. Grupo Financiero Galicia trades under the symbol GGAL. Okay? Now, this particular position, GGAL, is an Argentinian financial services holding company whose most valuable asset is Banco Galicia, a bank that's more than 100 years old and boasts more than 9 million customers. It's the country's third largest bank by assets and deposits and second in terms of its loan portfolio. Now, in the past 5 years, GGAL has grown revenues and net income by 305% and 443% respectively. Morningstar gives GGAL an A for profitability and a C for growth. Don't sneeze at the latter rating, without considering that Argentina's inflation is expected to hit 21% in 2017. Now, GGAL shares are up 54% year to date. And over the past 5 years, the company has achieved an annualized total return of 51.3%, almost 4 times the S&P 500. So, GGAL is an excellent growth stock and should continue to perform admirably. Next position I want to give you is a position I've spoken about in the past couple of weeks. Mercado Libre trades under the symbol MELI. That's Mercado Libre. Trades under the symbol MELI. Now I'll tap Argentina once again for a second recommendation, and that is Mercado Libre, symbol MELI. Latin American's version of Amazon. You see, MELI announced its first quarter earnings May 4th, and they were excellent. Gross merchandise volume was $2.3 billion, 61.4% higher than a year earlier on a currency-neutral basis, and 31% higher in U.S. dollars. Items sold in Brazil and Mexico increased 52.7% and 70.7% respectively over Q1 2016, indicating that Latin American economy is indeed getting stronger. The e-commerce company generated operating income of $63.3 million, and that's a 107.7% increase year over year on revenues of $273.9 million, 73.8% better than a year earlier. This particular company is confident about its future, and why not, given how it's performing on the top and bottom line. And MELI is up 52% year to date. Family members and investors should expect even more upside before the end of the year is to come. MELI. The next company that you might want to consider for a growth position in your portfolio is iRobot, symbol IRBT. Okay? Now, iRobot stock has gained 21% just this past April on strong first quarter earnings. Revenues for its Roomba vacuums grew 32% year over year thanks to its deluxe Roomba 900 version. And overall, revenues increased 28.8% to $168.5 million, with net income up more than fourfold to $16.4 million. In fiscal year 2017, iRobot expects revenue of at least $780 million and earnings per share of $1.45. And IRBT just set new all-time highs on Friday, May the 5th, rebounding nicely over the past 5 years after facing more troubles with its defense-related business. Now, once the company decided to focus solely on its consumer business and ditch the defense business in April 2016, iRobot has since become one of the best growth stocks in the growth tech space arena. Next position I want to give you is OLLI's Bargain Outlet, symbol OLLI. Now, in the world of retail, you have to go high or go low, but you can't go in the middle. Rich people who shop on Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles or Fifth Avenue in New York are just as likely to buy from time to time at a place like OLLI's Bargain Outlet Holdings, trades under the symbol OLLI, where bargains are part of the company's DNA. In fiscal year 2016, OLLI's grew revenue 16.8% to $809.3 million and grew operating income 28.4% to $102.2 million. Now, gross margins and operating margins increased 80 and 110 basis points respectively. And same-store sales, that's right, same-store sales, an important retail indicator, grew 3.2% over last year. In fiscal year 2017, OLLI expects to grow over $1 billion in sales, opening at least 33 new stores across the country. And same-store sales won't grow, just 1 to 2%. But margins will continue to increase, adding to the bottom line. OLLI currently has 234 stores, but expects a final store count of 950 stores by the time it's finished expanding. There's lots of potential growth ahead. And OLLI also has a strong management team, which is necessary, you see, for the competitive discount business. Okay? Many analysts believe that this particular retailer is positioned well for many, many years of growth. OLLI's symbol OLLI. Next position I want to give you is National Healthcare, symbol NHC, family members. Now, for the first time ever, Canada has more people over the age of 65 than under the age of 14. That might be a Canadian statistic, but aging populations are a global phenomenon. We know for a fact that all G7 and all industrialized countries in the next 15 years will see more seniors in their population than children. Now, people are aging, and when you age, you have additional health care requirements. That's where National Healthcare Corporation, symbol NHC, comes in. NHC operates 74 skilled nursing care facilities in the United States that deliver nursing care 24/7 to more than 9,000 beds. It's not your traditional growth stock, but given the aging population, its stock is bound to keep rising. Now, as of December 31st, 2016, NHC skilled nursing facility had an average 5-star quality rating. Now, by contrast, the industry average was 3.8. 76% of all NHC skilled nursing facilities had a 4 or 5-star rating, while only 46 of all U.S. skilled nursing facilities had a 4 or 5-star rating consistently. The fact that NHC is so highly rated should be comforting to its shareholders and allow the company to continue to get PAID. That's National Healthcare Corporation, symbol NHC. Let's go over the other positions once again quickly. We've got that OLLI's Bargain Outlet, symbol OLLI, talking about growth positions that will get you PAID. iRobot, symbol IRBT. We also have Mercantile Libre, symbol MELI. We have Grupo Financiero Galicia, symbol GGAL. We also have New Oriental Education and Tech Group, symbol EDU. And we have National Beverage Corp, symbol FIZZ. We have Shopify, symbol SHOP. And we have Alibaba, symbol BA. And we started all off with Electronic Arts, symbol EA. We're talking about growth-related positions, some that are household names, some that are not, but all of which will get you PAID as you seek balance in your portfolio. When we come back, yours truly is going